So you're watching this video because you want to know the best side hustle in 2025. And if you're anything like me, you don't want a white collar side hustle. What I mean by that is sitting at a laptop, pressing buttons behind a screen and messing about on a computer all day. What you want is a real actual job where you can go out there and what they call blue collar, actually do something physically. That's why I'm here right now to break down why the courier business is going to be one of, if not the best side hustle for 2025. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm going to explain to you what the courier industry is, the benefits of it, and how you can get started today as an independent courier and make some money on the side, or even turn it into a full-time business if that's what you want to do, like I did. And I scaled my courier business from £0 to £10,000 and beyond per month. So let's get into this, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, how it works, and how you can get started as well if you want to. So first things first, what is a courier? So a courier is a little bit different from a normal delivery driver. You see a lot of side hustles talking about Amazon delivery driving, maybe Every, Yodel, UPS. There's a lot of companies out there that do this kind of multi-drop side hustle work, but it doesn't pay very well because what they are doing essentially is delivering to residential areas, residential addresses, and all they're doing is delivering parcels that people order online. Cool, it's great. Someone's got to deliver the parcels, but it doesn't pay the best. The difference between this and courier work is these guys are what they call multi-drop drivers. So what a multi-drop driver is essentially a driver that will load up with 100, 200 parcels in the morning, and they'll go around, do their deliveries, and they'll get paid maybe 80p, £1, £1.20 per parcel. So it's virtually impossible for them to make more than £300 per day. Whereas a courier deals with businesses. What they deal with is maybe an engineering company. Maybe they deal with a media production company. Maybe they deal with an airline and deal with the lost luggage. These kind of companies, maybe an alcohol company, an alcohol distributor, like some of our contracts. And these type of companies pay, one, a lot more money, but two, they have a lot more work available. And what this means is you can get paid a lot more, because if you're going to drive one pallet from London up to Manchester, you're going to make a lot more money on that job than you would spending the same time driving around a housing estate delivering parcels. The reason for this is these companies need these jobs delivered urgently, and they need them going directly because it's an urgent priority delivery. So they're willing to pay a lot of money for this job because the cost of you not delivering that is going to cost them more than what your delivery fee would be. A typical rate for a courier when they're getting started out is anywhere from £1 to around about £1.50 per mile. This means if you're covering 200 miles a day, you can make anywhere from £200 to £300. And that's just 200 miles a day. Imagine if you're doing 500 miles per day. Imagine how much money you can make with that, up to about £750 per day. So that's kind of the courier work. That's how it works. That's what a courier is. There's a lot of information about couriers out there, but that's just a brief overview as to what a courier is and how it works, and how it's a little bit different from the multi-drop work and the Amazon work that you might have initially seen on the internet. Some of the benefits to being a courier are the fact that you get to be your own boss. This is one thing I absolutely love about it. You're in charge. It's your business. You decide when you want to work, and you make that decision over your own life, not someone else telling you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. You're in charge. Another point, which is an amazing benefit, which is one of the things I love the most about it, is the freedom aspect. Kind of goes hand in hand with being your own boss, but you have complete freedom over how much you earn, what hours you work, when you take your lunch break, what days you want to do, when you take your holiday, and so on and so forth. That is completely in your control. Another part I love about it is actually the fact that you get to travel. When you're doing multi-drop work, or normal van delivery work, should I say, or even if you're just working on a laptop in an office, you don't get to travel and see the world. One thing I love about being a courier is the fact that I get to travel. I get to drive down to Cornwall, or drive up to the top of Scotland, or drive over to Norwich or London, and go and see and travel and get paid to do so while I'm doing it. I remember one day it took me about a day and a half. I had a delivery going from Heathrow, just outside London, all the way up to the top of Scotland. and then I had to swap over some media production kit and then bring it back down. And they paid me around about £900 to do that return journey. By the time I took off my fuel, it probably left me with about £750 profit for a day and a half's work. And with that, I got to drive through Scotland. I got to go through the Highlands, see the Highland cows, go and stop, take some pictures, and just really explore the country. You don't get that when you're in an office. So that's another benefit that I absolutely love about it. And one of the last points, things I love about being a courier as well, is the fact that you get to make a lot more money than you would for a normal delivery job. For things like Just Eat, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, even driving as a taxi driver for Uber, being a multi-drop driver for Amazon, DPD, Every, UPS, you name it. These companies are normally capped at around about £15-20 per hour. Whereas when you're an independent courier, you can make anywhere from £50 to £70 per hour, sometimes even more. I've had some jobs that have paid over £120 per hour because they've been unsociable hours. They might have been during the night, on a weekend, a job that not many other people want to take. So you can charge a premium for that. So you've heard all about courier work and what it is. So how can you get started today? So there's a few things you're going to need when getting started. One is going to be a vehicle. A car that you already have is fine to start with. Or if you want to get yourself a van and go all out and turn it into a full-size business, you can do that as well. Another thing you're going to need is insurance. You're going to need 3 insurances: goods in transit, hire and reward, and public liability. You need to make sure that you have these, otherwise a lot of companies won't work with you. And then the third thing you're going to need is knowing what you're doing. And then the fourth is going to be customers. This is where I can come in and give you a hand, because we actually run a training program where we're going to give you your first customers. We give you a list of 55 companies that we know are looking for drivers right now that you can contact and start to get paid straight away. On top of this as well, within this, I work with you one-on-one, give you mentorship, give you support, and guide you along the way to show you some mistakes you might be making, some ways you can improve and make more money as a courier to make it more worth your while, essentially. If you want the information for that, it will be in the description of this video. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to go out there and get started as a courier, all you need to do is bite the bullet. You've obviously got a driving license, hopefully. You've obviously got a vehicle. All you need to do is upgrade your insurance to get courier insurance and go out there and get some customers. Like I said, I can give you the database with the customers on. All you need to do is join our training program, which the link for that will be in the description of this video. But that's essentially it. The best side hustle in 2025, I believe it is becoming an independent courier. So guys, thank you for watching this. Look after yourselves. Take care. I will see you in the next video. If you want some free information as well, the link for my Telegram channel is going to be in the description of this video. But that's enough talking for now. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever else people say nowadays. Goodbye. Thank you.